All right, example 2, graph 2, finding the equation. So this would be where our median is here. You can visualize that halfway or that midpoint. So that's at -1 here. So D is equal to -1. My amplitude then is halfway. So it's okay to have a fraction there. Amplitude is a half or 0.5. The period. So this is a good one to talk about the period in terms of how do I figure out exactly this distance to this. So again, we're lucky that on the y-axis we have a max. We go from this max to this, but I'm kind of estimating. So this is where I would want to figure out how far apart my points are. So we have a look here. We can put these points along here and figure it out this way as well. So if I was to count how many points I put there, so starting at 0, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this means this would have had to have been 6 pi by 6. So I was counting by pi by 6s. So this would be pi by 6. This would be 2 pi by 6, which is pi by 3. This would be 3 pi by 6, which is pi by 2. This would be 4 pi by 6, which is 2 pi by 3. And this would be 5 pi by 6. And this would be 6 pi by 6. So I can figure out my scale based on knowing how many points it took me to get to pi, and then I know that pi is 6 pi by 6 because it took me 6 points. So that would mean that this period is from here to here, so the period is 2 pi by 3. So the period is 2 pi by 3. Let's find the b value now. So the b value is 2 pi divided by 2 pi by 3. So we get 2 pi times 3 over 2 pi. The 2 pi's cancel out, and I'm going to get 3. All right, let's then write some equations. The easiest equation would be to use no horizontal shift, and that would mean that I'd use positive cos as a max here. So the easiest equation I would have would be y is equal to 1/2 cos, my b value is 3, and I would have x, oops, I don't need such a big bracket there then, and then -1. I actually don't even need a bracket. It's okay to have a bracket. So that's one option. Or the brackets can be around here as well. So brackets are optional there. Let's kind of keep going. Let's say I did there. Let's say I went here. This would be negative cos, right, pi by 3. So 1/2 cos 3x minus pi by 3. So that's an option as well. Perhaps I want to start with sine. Sine would be right here. I could go over here too and put the 6 if I'm going left. But let's stick to the right for right now. 1/2 sine 3x minus pi by 2 minus 1. So that's an option as well. If I went this way, I would have the same thing, but I'd have like plus pi by 6. I could use a negative sign and go right pi by 6. So I'd put a negative sign and make this minus pi by 6. So you have lots of options. Again, you only needed one for sine and one for cosine on these questions.